learning to walk into rooms without apologizing. After decades of mentoring women, one truth remains: strength wrapped in gentleness is magnetic. We've been conditioned to apologize for taking up space, but grace and power can coexist beautifully. In this episode, I'll guide you through reclaiming that harmony. Listen through to the last insight. It holds a practice that can quietly transform the way you enter every moment. Insight 1. Begin with a grounded inhale. Calm energy enters before words do. Before anyone hears your voice, they feel your energy. That first breath you take, before greeting, before speaking, quietly introduces you. It's more than oxygen entering your lungs. It's your body signaling how it wishes to show up. Researchers at the University of California found that steady, intentional breathing can lower cortisol levels by up to 40%, reducing tension and sharpening focus. Your breath is not just biology, it's communication. When it's shallow and rushed, your shoulders rise, your tone tightens, and your presence feels smaller. Many women confuse that kind of breath for politeness. Gentle, contained, almost apologetic. But it's simply the body bracing for judgment. A grounded inhale, however, changes everything. It drops your shoulders, opens your chest, and steadies your voice. It tells your nervous system, I belong here. Before entering a meeting, stepping into your home after a long day, or joining a social gathering, pause. Not to fix yourself, but to align. Feel your feet touch the ground. Draw one slow inhale through your nose, hold for a heartbeat, then release with ease. That moment, brief as it is, becomes your anchor. It teaches your body to meet life with steadiness instead of defense. Because calmness is not the absence of energy, it's the mastery of it. It's readiness wearing stillness. Insight 2. Adjust your pace to intention, not to the room's energy. It's natural to adapt to the pace around you. When a space feels rushed or electric, your body instinctively speeds up. Your speech quickens, your gestures sharpen, and your thoughts race to keep up. It's the nervous system's way of seeking belonging. But when your rhythm is dictated by the room, you start to lose your center. True steadiness begins when your pace follows intention, not pressure. Slowing down doesn't mean pulling away. It means staying anchored in your own current. There's a quiet authority in that. Studies on behavioral mirroring show that while mimicry can build connection, it can also amplify stress responses when the environment is tense. By choosing your own rhythm, you regulate not just yourself, but the energy around you. Think of stepping into a lively event, the laughter, the quick conversations, the hum of movement. Instead of rushing to match it, you breathe, smile, and let your steps stay unhurried. You're still part of the flow, but you're not swept by it. That small decision tells others you're centered, that you bring calm rather than seek it. People read pace as confidence. The way you move teaches them how to meet your presence, whether to rush, to wait, or to listen. Your rhythm becomes a quiet form of leadership, and leadership always begins with self-command. Insight 3. Let your eyes arrive before your voice. Claim awareness, not attention. There's a quiet strength in letting your eyes arrive before your words do. Awareness and attention may look similar, but they grow from very different roots. Attention seeks to be noticed. It asks for validation. Awareness, on the other hand, listens before it speaks. It connects, observes, and responds from understanding rather than performance. Communication research from Stanford University shows that eye focus strongly shapes how authenticity is perceived. When your gaze scans with genuine curiosity instead of self-consciousness, people sense ease, not effort. Your eyes become a bridge between your inner calm and the world you're meeting. Before greeting colleagues in a meeting, welcoming a client, or even joining friends at dinner, take a moment to look around with presence. Notice the light in the room, the rhythm of conversation, the mood in people's expressions. Let your gaze settle gently, as though you're tuning into a shared frequency. Only then allow your voice to join. That pause may last only a breath, but it invites a deeper connection, one that feels human, not rehearsed. Confidence doesn't rush to be seen. It arrives slowly, grounded in awareness. When you let your presence be felt before it's heard, you remind others and yourself that you're not here to impress, but to engage. Insight 4. Stand still for half a second before moving. It signals ownership, not hesitation. In a world that prizes speed, stillness can feel almost rebellious. We've been taught that motion equals confidence, that the quicker we act, the more certain we appear. Yet in truth, it's often the person who can pause, even briefly, who feels most in control. Psychologists call this micropausing, the half second of stillness before movement. It's subtle, but it signals composure and mental presence. When you pause, your body communicates that it's aligned with your mind. You're not reacting, you're responding. Studies in behavioral psychology suggest that people who display calm pauses during interaction are perceived as more trustworthy and self-assured. That tiny moment of stillness acts like punctuation. It tells the room that you move with purpose. Think about it. Constant motion, adjusting your clothes, shuffling papers, rushing into speech, often reads as uncertainty, even when you're perfectly capable. It's not about stillness for performance. It's about allowing your actions to catch up with your awareness. So when you enter a new space, whether it's a boardroom, a gathering, or a cafe, just stand for half a second before moving. Feel your weight settle, your breath steady, your awareness expand. Then step forward. Stillness is not waiting. It's claiming. It's the body's way of saying, I am here on purpose. Insight 5. Keep shoulders open. It tells the body, I belong here. Your body often speaks before you do. One of its quietest yet most telling gestures is the way you hold your shoulders. When they're open, not stiff, not forced, just open, you're sending a message to your entire system. I belong here. It's a simple cue, but the impact runs deep. Research from Harvard University, including the work of social psychologist Amy Cuddy, highlights how posture influences both how others perceive us and how we feel about ourselves. In her studies, participants who adopted open, expansive stances showed measurable increases in testosterone and decreases in cortisol, the hormones linked to confidence and stress. It's fascinating that a physical shift as small as opening your chest can rewire how your mind experiences worthiness. But openness isn't about dominance, it's about availability. When your shoulders relax and widen, you become more receptive to connection, to ideas, to your own calm authority. You're not taking up space for approval, you're simply allowing your natural presence to unfold. Here's a gentle practice. Picture your collarbones lengthening outward, creating a bit more space for your breath to flow. That image alone softens tension and grounds your energy. Posture isn't a performance, it's remembrance. Each time you stand with openness, your body recalls a truth your mind sometimes forgets, that you are already enough, already allowed, already home within yourself. Insight 6. Enter with purpose, not apology. Choose a silent affirmation before stepping in. Many women, often without realizing it, cross thresholds asking for permission rather than arriving with presence. It's rarely conscious. It shows up in a softened voice, a hesitant step, a glance that seeks approval. But every entrance is an energetic statement, and you have the power to decide what it says. This is where silent affirmations come in. They're not loud mantras or self-help slogans, but private alignments between your mind and your movement. A silent affirmation centers you before the world interprets you. Cognitive behavioral studies reveal that self-directed language can influence emotional and physical states within seconds. The words you tell yourself quietly shape the energy others feel outwardly. So, before you step into a meeting, a dinner, or even your own living room after a long day, choose a phrase that fits your truth in that moment. Something like, I bring calm strength, or I am allowed to take up space. It doesn't need to sound profound, it just needs to sound honest. That single silent sentence reclaims intention from anxiety. It reminds your body that it moves from belonging, not from begging for acceptance. Because purpose doesn't announce itself, it resonates. And the next layer of that resonance lives in expression, where presence moves beyond posture or thought and becomes something others can genuinely feel. Insight 7. Replace the urge to smile for approval with a genuine, soft expression. Many women have been conditioned to treat smiling as a form of social currency. From early on, we learned that pleasantness equals acceptance, that a constant smile keeps the peace, smooths interactions, and makes others comfortable. But over time, that habit can take a quiet emotional toll. Smiling for approval drains authenticity. It teaches your nervous system to prioritize comfort over truth. There's a softer, freer way to be seen. Instead of wearing a smile to be liked, Let your expression follow your feeling. When your face rests naturally, it communicates honesty. When warmth arises genuinely, your smile feels alive, not rehearsed. Research from Penn State University found that authentic smiles, those that engage the eyes and emerge spontaneously, significantly increase perceived trust and presence, while forced smiles often do the opposite. You can practice this in simple moments. Before entering a conversation, take a breath and check in with yourself. Are you smiling to connect or to be accepted? If it's the latter, allow your expression to soften. Let it rest until something genuine stirs it to life. True connection doesn't come from performing warmth. It comes from meaning it. When you release the need to smile for approval, your presence becomes both grounded and approachable. Sincerity in expression turns interaction into connection, and that quiet honesty speaks louder than any practiced grin ever could. Bonus point, the unspoken anchor. Presence begins before you're seen. As a quiet thank you for staying until the end, here's something deeper, something that ties all of this together. Your presence begins long before you're visible. It travels ahead of you through your intention, your energy, and the steadiness you carry inside. That's why the moments before you arrive somewhere often matter more than the arrival itself. When you take a grounding breath, repeat a calm affirmation, or center a gentle thought, I am steady, I belong here, you're shaping the space before you even step into it. Studies on emotional contagion show that energy, whether anxious or calm, spreads within seconds. By aligning yourself first, you quietly influence how others experience you. And so thank you for valuing inner alignment over performance, for choosing depth over display. This community is built on the belief that presence isn't something we perform, it's something we cultivate. Take a moment to reflect. Which insight spoke to you most deeply? In the comments, write a simple phrase that captures your takeaway. Something like, I walk with purpose. Your words help grow a community rooted in authenticity, growth, and grounded confidence. Thank you for being part of this shared journey of elegant empowerment. Thank you for spending this time with me and for investing in your own growth. Every moment you choose awareness over apology, you shift something powerful within. If this message spoke to you, please like the video so it can reach more women who need this reminder of calm confidence. Subscribe for more daily insights on elegance, presence, and empowerment, and share it with a friend or colleague who could use a gentle encouragement today. There's another video waiting on your screen, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow.